What's good, my good people? I'm curious, have you ever thought about starting your own podcast, but you just don't know where to start? If so, I'm about to put y'all on. Have y'all heard about Anchor? Well, if you haven't, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Hold up, let me explain though. First of all, it's free. There's also creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. How easy is that? Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything, literally everything you need to make a podcast in one place. If you're curious about it, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Now, enjoy the show, y'all. Peace. All right, you all, welcome back to the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast. I'm your motherfucking host, CL The Source. I had to put that in there, man, because right before we hit record, my guy asked me if we can curse on this thing, and I was like, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
please, let's fucking be yourself and curse and do you, bro. But today we got a fun one, man. I got my homie with me, man, my boy JB. Jeremy Branthoover, man, all the way from Pittsburg, not Pittsburg, California either. Pittsburgh, from all to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What's up, Jay? What's going on with you, boy?
How you doing, brother? Good to be here. Glad we finally made this happen. We said we were gonna do it, and here we are.
Here we are, man. Here we are making it happen, bro. I'm glad we can finally do that. And thank you for lending your time, bro. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude. It's Friday. You know, I just got off work, got my Phil's coffee, so we're chilling.
Hey, man, you really Cali now, man. You got the Phil's coffee and all
dude,
that shit, dude.
It's bad, man. I be spending too much money there, but it's good coffee. So
what's your drink of choice, bro?
I just go Mission Cold Brew, straight black.
Oh shit, okay. Straight savage like, huh? I gotta go with the basic ass motherfucking what's that shit, bro? That what's that? The mint mojito.
Mint mojito. Yeah, everyone likes that. No, I just like the water and the coffee mix, bro.
Oh, I feel it, bro. I feel it, man. I don't blame you either. Their shit is strong though.
Dude, that's also it's like it's illegal or something. I don't know what they be putting in there.
It's fucking jet fuel, bro.
Honestly.
But dude, for real though, man, like I'm glad that we're finally making it, being able to make this shit happen, because like you said, we've been meaning to do this for a while. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to get you on here, man, was to really just kind of share your story. I was curious about a lot of different things with you, man. Like you and I have gotten a chance to catch up on plenty of occasions, but I know that you came all the way out here from Pittsburgh, bro, in pursuit of like a musical dream, bro. Can you talk to me a little bit about that, bro?
Yeah, I mean, so the music dream thing, I guess, started when I was like a kid. I started playing guitar when I was like 6 or 7, and just doing like my whole childhood, you know, just like learning classical guitar, like through a teacher and all that. And then like high school was in a band, and then that's when I started to like, you know, do the more on my own music thing, like out of the, you know, classroom learning, and like actually got to like start writing songs. And then I think that's when the whole like high school, when I was in this band, you know, we were called the Sleeper Pick, did a little we had a pretty good run. We played on like Vans Warped Tour in Pittsburgh, PA and stuff.
Oh, sick.
And yeah, it was cool stuff. But then like so I think that's what really got me started, you know, with, you know, maybe there's a future that I can make music a career type thing. And then took a little break going to college and stuff. And then was in the Army Reserves. And then
hold up. Before we get into the Army, because that could honestly turn into a whole another section of this conversation, man. I want to keep it at music real quick before we transition over to that.
No, I was just
no. I'm curious, bro. What like, who are some of your biggest inspirations with music, man?
With music, I would say that's a loaded question. It's always like different for me. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like right now I'm like inspired by a lot of like Brazilian and like samba musicians, like Joao Bosco to be one, and um I like using those like Brazilian chord progressions and then like making beats, like trappy beats out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like lately been a big progression of my or big inspiration of mine. But then like guitar wise, Hendrix, of course, Jimmy Page, and then like my guitar teacher Gary. That, you know, that's a big one.
That's dope, dude. Like,
And then
so from what I gathered from what you just told me, bro, is that like it just depends on kind of like the state of life that you're in, right? You know what I mean? Like right now you're into, like you said, Brazilian music and kind of switching those
yeah,
up to make like trappy, like hip hop beats, which I've seen on your Instagram. You kind
yeah.
of put that shit together is like, yo, that shit is clean.
Bro, it's fun to do. Yeah. That's like, right now what's got me going, but that's always like so many different musicians inspire me and even locally. Um but like yeah, I get a lot of like big what I do on guitar. I get a lot of like things from like old classic rock stuff and things that I was learning as a kid that just kind of follow me till now.
That's dope, man. So you're like a pretty well-rounded, like, and well-versed in music, like all around, huh?
Definitely. But
That's dope.
definitely when it comes to listening and like making, like I listen to a lot of different genres. I like to make different genres of music. But then like I find that like bulks of time I focus on certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's dope. I was curious too, man. Like were you always into music even when you were a kid? Or like was it something that you kind of picked up more in your kind of like teenage years? Or how did that work for you, man?
Definitely like from like a little kid on, and then like that's that pretty much like defined me all through like you know like I was playing guitar in like the elementary school talent show thing, so that I was kind of just known as like the guitar guy for a while, then like was playing in a band all through high school. And then I brought up the army earlier because that was when I took a break. Like I felt like I took a long break from making music and being creative then. And then as that ended, I got, back into it with hip hop and like making beats and shit. And that's kind of what brought me out here.
Got you. That's dope, man. So
Yeah.
you've been into music since you were a little kid, man.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Like,
is it
I,
running your family type shit, or like can you?
like sort of, like my dad doesn't play instruments necessarily, but like my dad's like a musical, like soulful motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Uh-huh.
loves listening to music, dance, like just in his blood. He can tell when things, don't sound right, I guess, like I know my grandpap that I never really got to meet, his dad, he played trombone and I guess was a really good singer and
Whoa.
like sang in like different like church things and whatnot. So like I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of does in a way, but I'm trying to take it to the next level. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
it, bro. That's just dope, man. I actually met your pop when he was out here and visiting, man.
Yeah,
I ran into him, super cool dude, man. High energy dude, like very friendly. So I could tell, like,
I know he loves me. Like he loved, like I brought up that I was going to go on your podcast today when I was on the phone with him because I was like, because he remembered meeting you and he was like, he's met Mark too, and he like he was like, was that, and like he was that Chris reminded me, like figured out which one, and then yeah, he was like um he loves like meeting people that are around me, like being out on the West Coast and we don't get to see each other that often. So like he likes to like meet my, see what's going on and like pretend that he's like part of the, part of the crew for a minute or something.
yeah, nah, he's super cool, man. Super easy to talk to, like friendly dude, man. And I could just tell overall just a good dude, man. But that's dope to hear about your music stuff, man, because I myself love music, bro. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. In terms of like being well-rounded with music, I can't really say that I am. Like I really love just certain genres and
Mhm.
kind of stick with the stuff that I love. And you know, it's mostly hip hop, R&B, soul type shit,
Yeah,
jazz, reggae shit. I fuck with reggae pretty heavy.
yeah.
Um, and shit, man.
Who's your like? Because you grew up around here, right?
I grew up, yeah, born and raised in San
So you're
Francisco.
yeah. So you're like you love all like the super OG Bay hip hop and all that. You have
Yes,
to.
sir. Grew up on all that shit, man, for sure. But
Dude, it's like a different bro. When I had to learn so much when I came out here because it was like it's a whole world in its own, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
hell
the
yeah.
Bay Area music scene is its own thing. I mean, that's why I came out here. It's like,
It totally is, man. And it's and then that actually is a perfect segue into my next question for you, bro. Like, uh, besides like California in general, what specifically brought you out to like San Francisco, DC area like this, bro?
well, so I had met a really good friend of mine in college, Andrew Witt. Um, I was going to Penn State in Pennsylvania. He was from out here, and I started coming out to visit for the like first time ever coming to California in like 2012, just to visit and hang out with him. And then I'd like fallen in love with the area and shit. And like I'd come out in the summers and stuff. And then I met my this other dude, Andrew Flores. Everyone just calls him Flo. He runs a pretty big studio around here. And then he was like the dude that really got me. I was like, damn, this guy's like making it in music. Like, you really show me how much more opportunity there is to like be a freelance engineer, producer, whatever you want to do out here. And I was just like blown, like, after meeting him and seeing like that inner circle of artists out here that actually like care about their craft and are like out here like trying to become like music artists and stuff. And then besides that, all the fucking beautiful scenery of the Bay Area that drew me here. Like I never wanted to leave. And then I finally in 2019, made it happen. Just moved out here with Will, just sent it, just drove out.
Yeah, and the rest is history, bro. And shit,
History.
you still writing that fucking story, which is dope. But the
Yeah.
reason why I asked too is because a lot of times, bro, people make that trek out here, but you know, they come out to Cali and they pick LA usually over the Bay Area. So I commend you for choosing the Bay over fucking
Yeah,
LA,
I'm a
bro.
laid back dude, you know what I'm saying? And like LA vibes, the I've only been there a couple times, like twice in my life, dude. And so I can't like talk, I can't like really talk about it that much, but I didn't meet the circle of people that I met like I did in the Bay that like drew me out here to where I could live out here, you know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it. No, that's dope because and not to shit on LA, bro, because I fuck
No,
with
it's
LA.
yeah, it's an amazing area.
Yeah, I fuck with LA heavy, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
you lived
actually
there for damn near 7 years, right?
exactly, bro. I told
Yeah.
you that, man. I lived out there for a good 7 years or so, man. So I got folks that I fuck with heavy out there, but at the same time, man, it's ain't nothing like home, man. Which is why I'm back here, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I mean, I was back visiting, like you said, nothing like home, bro. Like when I was back in PA, dude, like I had like this newfound appreciation for being back there after not being home for like almost 2 years. With the whole pandemic thing kicking off when I moved out here and stuff, couldn't really fly back. But like I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be in the Bay for a while, dude. I don't really know when I'm gonna be out of here. Like
dope,
so
man.
it's definitely home for me right now.
That's good to hear, man. Because you know, I swear to God, man, you it feels like you fit the barrier culture, bro. Like just your vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I,
and Will, man. It's like I wouldn't even be able to tell that y'all were from Pittsburgh for real.
bro, yeah, I just tried. When I came out here, dude, it was like at a point in my life where I just wanted to work on myself, growing as an individual, just making money and saving money and like making music. That was like my goal coming out here. And like a lot of people have similar ambitions and mindsets in the Bay. I feel like of just keeping to yourself and hustling and working hard and having a fucking good time, of course.
That's
Other
damn
thing.
right. That's
You know,
that's
we
damn right, bro. That's damn right, man. And
that too.
how is that going for you, man? How you enjoying it out here so far? Sounds like you're loving it, man.
Dude, yeah. And like my job, my day job, I deliver cannabis for this company. And it's just like a unique ass, like I love it, dude. Like it's something I never thought I'd be doing, but I just get to cruise around all day, you know, look at some of like the craziest fucking scenery I've seen in my life, like some Highway 1 bros. And then I was out in the East Bay today, like seeing new areas delivering. And it was just a cool, you know, cool gig. And I don't know, dude. It's like like I said, I don't see myself doing like switching up anytime soon, just because I love this area so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the food, everything out here, so much opportunity.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. You know, the Bay gets slept on too, bro. It's like I just mentioned, bro, a lot of times people think California and it's usually LA and palm trees and the beach and Disneyland and this and that. And we kind of just get overlooked. But at the same time, bro, like we have such a culture out here. You kind of referenced it earlier, man. Like just even the hip hop out here, bro. Like nobody, like there's not many people that really made it, bro. Like usually, like I was even thinking about this not that long ago, like having conversations with some of my friends, man. We don't have like a staple. Like our only staple from like the Bay Area is like Too Short and E40, bro. And I love them, but
Yeah.
like like you look at New York, they got tons of staples. They got tons of staples. You got down south, tons of staples. Even from where you're from, right? Like fucking Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller and
Yeah.
who else?
That's probably our
I love,
biggest.
yeah. And I fuck with Wiz heavy too, and he fucks
Heavy.
with the Bay too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just crazy. And I
Him and
have
Larry,
go ahead.
I think I saw him and Larry June or were doing something, or I saw this producer Sledgen that I follow. He like posted a picture. It was Larry June and Wiz like at a video shoot or something. So I'd be
Hey,
sick to hear some Wiz and Larry June stuff.
you know what? You know what's interesting is I was thinking about that, man. I was like, because June and Wiz, they got that same type of vibe, kind of like Currency. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? They would they would
Currency was like
really
my
have a dope
first.
ass. They would really have a dope ass like collab if you ask me, man.
Yeah, I got to put Currency on the list of inspiration too, dude.
Get
Uh,
life.
bro, like he was probably like one of the first rappers that I like really got into. Like I remember a coworker, I was working at this Dairy Queen when I was in high school, put me on the Wiz, and then Wiz put me on the Currency. Then from there, it was just like but Currency, dude, bro. Oh man, I was slapping him all day.
Yeah, dude. His shit is it's like stoner hippie shit, bro, but like he's cool as fuck. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
dude. He's just I love his whole like mentality too. He just like has nice ass cars, just chills and independent artist. Like that's all it is. Like
That's what I love, bro. And like when I see people like Currency and even like Russ, like guys like that, and or just artists like that in general that are doing it independently on their own, bro. It's inspiring because I see it as possible for anybody, bro. If you're serious about your shit.
exactly. If you're serious, yeah, and you gotta obviously work hard at the end of the day. Like those, like Russ, working hard as hell. You cannot deny that.
Those guys got work ethic. That's for damn sure, bro. Like they take their craft very seriously. I think they challenge themselves to be better, even if Currency has that demeanor about him that he's just like super laid back. I'm sure that like if you put him against somebody, like he'll go off on them, bro.
Just the
You know what
amount
I'm
of,
saying?
just the amount of like music that he has out too. It's like, just I know what making one song. I mean, even if you're like one take and everything, it still takes time. Like, and it's like crazy. That dude's got like albums on albums on albums out, like, and probably shit stashed away too that is just sitting there.
Yeah. Have you ever heard any of Larry June's early stuff?
Like how early? Like
Like
just
early, bro. Like I'll text you a video a little later, bro, where I guess he was like living out in Atlanta for like like his early teenage
oh
years.
shit.
And dude, like when you see this video, he was just like you wouldn't even think that's Larry June. You'd think that was fucking Ti or something.
No, yeah, you gotta send me that, bro.
Yeah.
I think the earliest Larry June stuff I really listened to is like Mr. Midnight. It's
And,
like
and
the
he's got a ton of content too, to your point, bro. Like, I think that like
he's a ton of content.
anybody that's like doing anything, bro, like you gotta keep building that shit up. Like you just gotta keep putting shit out and challenging yourself to be better too, I think, right? Like I think you can't just really keep putting bullshit out, but I think if you're consistent enough, man, like you're gonna like basically develop like a community around your shit, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like you don't. That's the thing I've started to realize too. You don't necessarily have to have like everybody fuck with your shit and like your shit, but like if you have like a strong community that really supports you, like
yeah,
Russ, bro. Not everybody fucks with
exactly.
Russ. You know, not everybody even fucks with Currency or Wiz, but they have like a strong ass community behind them that
Yeah, if
that
you
really rock with their stuff.
and if you and a big catalog of music out there, you know.
Exactly, bro. So that's
Chewy out in Sacramento. You ever hear of him?
who?
Chewy?
No, I haven't.
He's from Sacramento. He's like that too. He's pretty like because I was listening to Chewy out in PA, like, but he's like that too. Just a shit ton of music out there. And he just does pretty good numbers on his own, and just like eats off that
That's
as an
dope, bro.
artist. So that's sick to see.
I think a big part of it too is probably networking too, right? Just like I was looking at like even something like this for my podcast. Like I'm trying to work with as many people who want to get up on this motherfucking thing, bro. Just because
Yeah,
like it's fun, first of all. Like I love talking to people. It's part of like one of the things that I enjoy most is like communicating with other people. And on top of that, you're just building relationships and networking, bro. And like you just never know, like you're gonna open yourself up to like that person's like social network, or you know what I'm saying? Or if
yeah,
they got
yeah,
fans and shit or whatever the case may be. So same way in music, bro. It's like if you collaborate with more people, you kind of branch out and just network and do more work with other artists, like it's gonna open up a lot more doors for you too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
I got
dope that like you're going at it full fledged though, man. Was that like the biggest reason like that you came out here was to pursue your music though?
yeah, that and just to kind of I, I don't know, dude, kind of start over. I feel like in a way too, like where where I was at in PA, like I wasn't in the best spot, mentally or just and with like didn't really have a direction to go out there. Wasn't feeling the school shit anymore. Like, and then um yeah, and then wanted, had this dream of making music happen, and like it kind of associated it with California and just getting the fuck out of PA and like fully sent it. And then, it's expensive as hell out here. So it's like I can't like live off of music income right now. But so that's why I picked up that weed job. But then it's like, I'm working in weed. So it's like not it's not like the worst gig in the world. But music is still, it's always gonna be like the end goal, you know what I'm saying? Like to like right now I'm just keeping making and producing as much music as I can. Goes back to that thing we talked about, just having catalog. Like as a producer, I'm just trying to have as many credits and splits on things and projects out there as possible. And then one day that ball will just hopefully, roll to the sides and where I can stop working at the, other job and start focusing all my hours and energy on the music. Cause I feel like, if I had, more time, obviously more time in a day to do something, I can get more done. But if I could like not focus on work and then just wake up and 6 a.m. on for the rest of the day, bam, music. That's the end goal right there, dude. When I could be doing that in my own little studio. So I keep that in the back of my head at all times. Like
That's fucking dope, man. Because it look honestly, I'll tell you right now, man. If you could see it in your mind, bro, it could be
yeah,
it could be your reality, man.
cruising around today. I was out in like Livermore and shit. I was just cruising around. I was like thinking about all the things I'm gonna, be doing when I'm can make music all day. Just keeping that in my mind. And it's like, I'll get there, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. I love that, bro. And I'm rooting for you, man. You and Will, bro, and anybody that you rock with for sure, man. Because
Hey, hell yeah.
I know it's fucking possible,
Rooting for you
bro.
too, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. I really do, man. Because similar to you, man. I definitely got that type of vision for myself too. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is all going to lead to with what with the work I'm choosing to do, but
Mhm.
I do believe it's going to lead to something great. And to be honest with you, it's already led to a lot of great stuff because I really enjoy what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
being able to talk to you and other guests and just connect like with hella different people, and then also have like a platform to really just like air out my thoughts and like share some of the things that
that's
I'm
gotta be, yeah.
it's
That's gotta be the dope part about doing all this, dude. You can just like create this like your own like thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to describe it really, but like I was thinking about that today when I was listening to you. I was like, that's kind of sounds like that's fucking sick that he just because it's like you built this whole little brand and shit, bro. You feel me? Like this thing is like then I like the so it just keeps snowballing, bro. The more shit you put out.
hey, that's the hope, bro. That's the hope. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, for me though, bro, like the biggest thing that I try to put at the forefront of what I do is, clearly the podcast is called the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast. So I'm really
Mhm.
just trying to help people too, bro. So I always try to share my experiences, you know what I'm saying, that of stuff that works for me. And again, part of the reason why I even got you on here was because like I feel like your story can inspire somebody else, bro. Somebody could catch wind of this and be like, bro, this dude moved all the way across the country in pursuit of his dreams. Like, and dude, I want to keep up with your progress. That's for sure. And I want
Yeah,
you to share your progress for sure. So,
yeah, dude.
like, when people see that shit, it's just going to inspire them, bro. And like Nipsey Hussle says, bro, like the highest human act is to inspire. And I feel like it's kind of like that phrase, right? Or that saying goes like, you could teach a man to fish and he'll be able to eat forever type shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
feed a man a fish, like he'll be cool, like he won't be hungry for one meal. But if you teach a man to fish, right, like
yeah.
he'll know exactly
And
what he
he's
needs to
eating
do.
for life. Yeah,
Right. And to me, that's just like inspiring, bro. Like I feel like by teaching somebody, you're really inspiring them to like change something that they do in their everyday routine to kind of live a certain type of way so that
yeah,
they can live the life that they want. You know what I mean?
yeah. And like, yeah, that I never, I don't wake up and think like always think about myself as like, oh, I'm like this and I'm an inspiring guy, but like, I I do, yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like I'm just like at the end of the day, like I'm a normal dude that just moved across the country in pursuit of music, working a day job, that's fine. But like, yes, I feel like it is a little bit inspiring though, like it could
It
be
is, bro.
like
I'm telling you because you're
because
still writing your story, bro. Trust me. Like especially with what you just told me that what you have in your mind, and when you ultimately bring that shit to life, like tell me that's not gonna fucking inspire somebody else, bro.
yeah, you're right, dude. And that's what I got to keep that in my head too, like, because that's it's all gonna be a great story at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I, you know, did it on my own. Like I'm not taking fucking handouts and
Yeah.
working hard. And like I said, it's all right to fucking work another job if you're in pursuit of something else to keep
Right.
that income going. If it's you got to do what you got to do. Like, I made sacrifices, obviously, like don't see like my family or like the people I grew up with and shit. But like I said, I'm all right with that now. I'm 26. Like as time goes on, you can take more space and like, the visits are way more meaningful when I go home and stuff. So
That's dope, man. You know what? You touched on some really cool stuff right there because first of all, too, man, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of fucking just like looking fears in the fucking face and be like, fuck that. Like I'm going for my dreams type shit. I'm getting outside of my comfort
yeah,
zone to pursue what it is that I want. You know what I'm saying? So that I tell you, I'm gonna be real. That in itself is already inspiring because like I could tell you from my own personal experiences, like moving out to LA was it was a pretty scary experience for me because I've never done that before too.
yeah,
One could say like, oh, that's only like fucking that's still in California. It's not that far away. But bro, I didn't know that many people out in LA. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
still a new spot.
Still a
Like,
new spot. So for me to think that was hard, and for you to come from Pittsburgh, which is across the fucking country, to come out here, that I gotta commend you for that. You and Will, bro. And real talk, bro, like that's like they say, bro, like your comfort zone is where dreams go to die, bro. But you know,
definitely.
this is like it's like when you get outside of your comfort zone, you really can make anything happen. I'm not trying to sound all hippy dippy with this shit, bro.
Nah,
Like,
nah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I really believe that shit, man. I really believe that, like, if you believe in yourself enough, like, you're gonna do whatever it takes to fucking manifest that dream, bro.
yeah, yeah. And you got to have that clear vision of it, and work on eliminating the distractions as much as possible, or whatever, distracts you from your goals in your life, whatever that is subjectively.
Yeah,
um and then just sticking to it. Especially what I find hard with music, or anything that's your own creative endeavors, like you're your own boss, and that could be hard sometimes, like
mm-hmm.
creating, like, what do I do? Waking up, like, where do I start, like, the day at, like, working on mixes or
Dude, that's
some
so
music.
relatable right now. You don't even know, because I swear to God, man, like, I'm just over here just trying to every single day try to figure out, like, okay, what is my agenda for today? I try to plan it out the night before. That way I
Mhm.
don't waste too much time trying to plan it out, but
Yeah,
it's still really hard to stick to it. It's almost like like that structure that I was so used to, like when I'm working a job and stuff like that. Like I was so reliant upon that shit. But you're right, it is hard to be your own boss. It is hard to kind of do that. So
you
it's
gotta
like
have self-discipline, man. Like,
ooh, yeah, I
self-discipline, that's a good one right there.
100%, bro. And and self-discipline, bro, is not impossible to cultivate, bro. You know what I'm saying? It really
No.
just takes, I think it's funny, bro. It takes you getting to a point where you're just sick of your own shit. You're like, you know what? I don't want to fucking do this shit no more.
Yeah, I
You know what
was
I'm
thinking
saying?
about that same shit, like, probably a couple days ago, dude, because that's what it takes for me, dude. And it's always like you have to, like, fuck up so many times to, like, change, but that's what it fucking takes. And I don't know, to make it happen raw and organically, like, then I don't know. But
Exactly,
yeah,
bro. Because complacency will kill that shit too, bro. Like when you're just like just chilling and you just get comfortable. Because I'll tell you, bro, like when I went out to LA, that shit happened to me too, bro. Like I had ambitions of like, linking up with like other like-minded people, just hustling. And I hustled and shit. But also I fell back into the same patterns that I was doing out
yeah,
here. I was, drinking, smoking, doing all sorts of crazy shit, staying out late, spending money on stupid shit. And I kind of lost track of what it was that I came out there for in the first place. And I'm not saying that with any type of regret, because I had a fucking blast out there.
yeah,
And I had, I created a lot of, cool ass relationships of people that I still rock with heavy today. But at the same time, looking back at it in hindsight, I'm like, I know I could have done better. And all I try to do is try to look at those situations as a learning experience and try to apply it going forward. So now, bro, now that I'm back home and I feel like I'm just in a space mentally now where I'm just like, I am kind of sick of that shit, bro. Like I don't want to keep doing that same shit. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep having the same results, man. Like
exactly.
I'm trying to do better for myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the life that I currently have and all, but I know that like I want more, and I know that I can achieve more. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would be an injustice to myself and to the people that really believe in me if I didn't really push myself to be the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying?
That, bro, you said that, like, very, very well, very well at the end there too. Like, it's an injustice to the people that believe in us. Like, I'd be thinking that because I like I said earlier about, like, the guitar stuff, man, like, feeling like I slipped up on not practicing guitar enough for a while, being stagnant. It's, I fell into that. I was super comfortable with my job, coming back after working all day and, like, putting my creative endeavors to the side because, like, excuses. And, like, just recently been having that switch of one, I'm fucking sick of wasting time like that when I could be, using all my empty hours, or most, because you got to give yourself some leeway.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my empty hours creating and making music. And then also I'm like, damn, I got, my mom and dad always asking, how's music going? How people ask me, how's music going? I'm like, I got people that want to see me make it, So it's like, I gotta fucking make it for them as well as
Yeah.
myself. But it's like, I gotta make, I don't want to fucking be sitting here on my ass for the next 5 years. Like, fuck, dude, I wish I would have worked harder. Could just, all it takes is starting out 30 minutes a day, then going to an hour. And then next thing you know, you're fucking working 6 hours at your job and then coming back and working 6 hours on your own shit because you want to. So it's like, that's what I'm chasing.
Dude, I hear you, man. And I think you harped on something really important, bro, which is consistency. Like, even if it's 10 minutes a day and then you increase it to 15 minutes the next day, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just about balance, bro, because I think you're absolutely right in the regard that, like, you do got to give yourself some leeway, and like, you don't want to rush the process. You don't want to like put unnecessary stress on yourself, but at the same time, there has to be like that balance. Like, there still has to be action, right? Like, you still have to be doing shit. And that requires like a level of like being real with yourself, that like you got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, either you're doing enough, or like you could do more, and just be real with yourself, you know what I'm saying? And it really just takes that like that hard conversation with yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be like, bro, I know what I need to do, and I'm gonna fucking do this shit.
Yeah, and gotta keep like I said earlier too, bro, like keeping whatever distractions or shit that really hinders whatever you're trying to do, gotta keep away from that. Like for me, for example, it's like I'll find myself drinking way too much, like way too much, and then like to the point where I can't even fucking like function trying to make music type shit. So it's like I've been trying to like Will and I, we about to go straight sober October.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like, still gonna be smoking weed and shit. Don't get me wrong. At nighttime though, that's the whole. So we're gonna try doing like only smoke when the sun goes down and no booze.
and
So
you know what? That's dope though too, because you actually have a homie with you, bro. That you guys can hold each other accountable, man.
yeah,
And trust me, like I actually myself, man. I'm like I mentioned, I'm very into music. I love creativity, bro. So I know sometimes, like when you're on that buzz and when you're smoking, that can really bring about that creative level out of you. So I think it's like not that big of a deal if you're gonna drink, but as long as like you're
yeah.
being creative, like while you're doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm saying like I'll be like going on these like 2-week benders, boozing every night, then like trying to actually, because I'll be mixing for other artists and shit which requires a certain level of like attention to detail
Yep.
and at a more scientific shit, like when you're drinking, your ears aren't in your brain or whatever, you're not picking up certain high frequencies and low frequencies, and you're not hearing as clearly to work on a mix. So it's like I see what you're saying though, but then like if I'm making beats or doing something, like tonight, for example, I am gonna have a few beers and make beats all night,
Hell yeah.
which is gonna be totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I'm setting to do. I'm gonna be fucking creative and get a little buzz going. But when it comes time to like, I gotta sit down and work on this shit, like a hard mix and something I'm gonna send out to an artist. It's like I gotta, tighten that up and like not always associate a bottle with the studio,
Right. Right. No, hey,
brain gets tripped up, man.
no, 100%, man. And by all means, bro, like I encourage you to, try to manage that shit for damn sure, because I myself, bro, I used to do a lot of that shit. Like I don't really fuck with that shit too much no more, man. Like every now and then I'll have a couple drinks and stuff like that. But as far as like getting wasted, like I used to get wasted, I just can't do it no more, bro. Part of it's old age, bro. Motherfucker like me, I'm 37 years old, bro. So I'm over here. I can't bounce back like I used to be able to bounce back, dude. And then on top of that, bro,
Feel that already.
if I got fucking shit to do the next day, I'm like fully depleted. I need like a full ass day of recovery. And it's so
That's what it
hard for
comes.
me to
Yeah,
do shit, you know?
that's bro. That's really what it comes down to too for me. Like the other day, got boozed up, I was drinking these double IPAs, and then like the next day I was planning on working on mixes and stuff, and I just couldn't even like sit in the studio, you know what I'm saying? And it took me like another day of just like recovery and drinking hella water and shit to be like, all right, I'm good to go again. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like staying away from that. That's going forward, because like we said, obviously I like to have a few drinks now and then. So it's like,
Yeah. I think like I hear this shit a lot, everything in moderation, you know what I'm saying, which I agree with. And I have the tendency to kind of overdo it sometimes, which is kind of one of my personality traits for a long time. I think I've gotten a lot better in that regard. So I feel like you, bro, especially if that's like your intention,
yeah,
like you're gonna be able to do it, man. Especially because you and Will are both there. Like I feel like you guys can hold each other accountable, man. Like y'all both know why y'all came out here. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, dude.
have fun, but at the same time, like get the job done too, right?
Right, dude. Like we got people, waiting to see us make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like gotta fucking put on.
Hell yeah, bro. You repping for your side of the earth, man. Pennsylvania.
Right, dude.
You
Shout out
feel me?
Pennsylvania. Shout out all
Yes,
the
sir.
homies. Like I'm actually from a town called I went to school Greensburg. It's like 30 minutes away from Pittsburg.
Okay.
But it'd be like when I go home, like telling people oh yeah, I live in San Francisco, because everyone's like, Daly City, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what's Daly City? Like
Yeah.
pretty much San Francisco,
Got you. Yeah. How was it living out there, man? You were born and raised out there?
Yeah, I was born and raised. Then yeah, I didn't really. I went to college in PA. I never really explored too far out of PA growing up. Like went, East Coast spots.
What would you say is the biggest difference, like living out there versus Cali, bro?
Um, well, so I grew up like on a bunch of land, so that's definitely the first thing I think of. Like I grew up like, damn near on a
A
like a
ranch.
corn farm. We had cows when I was a kid too. And so that off the rip is way different than where I live right now. I mean, but then again, there's hella farms and shit, as you get further out of the Bay Area and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there's just a different, like, getting on the more like hippie side of shit. There's just like a different vibe in the air, dog. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Than like
Out here, you mean?
yeah, bro. I just like I feel like very much more welcome in general out here than I do a lot of places and where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's like because of certain experiences I had like growing up with like, dealing with like getting like fucked with by people and stuff, like, um that make it like, oh, I kind of want to avoid certain areas from like, in case I see people I don't want to see from high school and shit.
Got you.
I got like that kind of, but I'm getting over that. But like, it's like, but just in general, like, in high school, I feel like I would have had a way easier time if I grew up out here wearing like fucking tight pants and dressing weird like I did in high school. In PA, there was like a small bubble of us. I feel like I would have been way more like accepted and shit out here than I did like.
So yeah, it is a lot more open-minded out here for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like the culture out here is bro, you could be what the fuck you want to be, express yourself how the fuck you want to express yourself without any type of backlash usually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could feel that, man. Like that's which is why like I'm always like grateful to have like grown up over here, man, because as liberal as this fucking San Francisco is, and I'll keep it real with you right now, the city has really been pissing me off lately, bro. I'm not gonna lie, with this whole pushing the vaccine shit, and I'm not an anti-vaxxer before
Bro,
we
yeah.
before we,
I'm not. Yeah, before that, yeah, I'm not an anti-vaxxer either.
yeah.
But
Did
it's
you
been.
did you get yours, by the way?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, me either, bro. And look, I mean, look, people gonna get to this part of the conversation and be like, "Oh, these motherfuckers lost me," but hear me out. Hear me fucking out real quick, man. Like, there's too many people out here that are just like, they just want to be right, bro. Like, oh yeah, I told you, like, bro, like, and I just feel like, bro, with this vaccine shit, I understand why people are really fucking sensitive about this shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I understand that, but I also understand why people don't want to take it, because there's still a lot of unknowns in regards to this shit. And there's a lot of mixed reports out there from both sides. And then on top of that, bro, it's just like now you're having the government basically try to force this down our throats, bro. And that shit ain't cool, because like I feel like it's a slippery slope. It's gonna open the door to all sorts of other shit. And I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist here or fucking anti-vaxxer, whatever.
Yeah.
Like if that's what motherfuckers want to, feel on how, because of what I'm saying here, then so be it. I can't change their minds, but at the same time, I'm just taking the wait and see approach with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, like you were saying, I'm not an anti-vax or anything. I take pretty good care of myself, all that. The San Francisco thing is it's getting wild with it. Luckily, I'm glad I don't really go out and shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because there's, unless you have a vaccine card, it's hard to fucking do anything in the city right now. I've had no problem going places like in San Mateo and stuff, like going out to eat and stuff for the most part. But yeah, it's like, fuck, dude, I'm sitting on the sidelines right now and just like observing and reporting. My company that I was working for put out like a vaccine, if you're not vaccinated, you had to, get the fuck out or get it, and I wasn't, I had to, find another job, and, it all worked out. I tried not to get worked up or anything about it. Cause I didn't want to, I was like, I'm not going to let this thing slip into my mind too bad to the point where I'm getting fucking, because there was a point there, especially when I realized I was about to lose my job over this shit, that I was just like about to freak out, dog, but pulled it together. My homie hooked it up with another, the same like cannabis delivery and stuff. So it all smoothly worked out. I don't know. I think we might've talked about, that. I don't know if we talked about all that in passing, but yeah, the whole thing though, I'm like you said, I'm just waiting to see how it all plays out. I feel like it'll buff out, as time goes on.
Me too, bro. Me too. It's a really delicate time right now, man. I think because it's so much divide, bro. You're either on this side or you're on that side, and nobody's even hearing each other no more. Like you can't even express what you think, and then people automatically like put you on one side.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
Unless I know you personally or want to talk to you, it's like I don't even like if someone from work brings it up or something, I don't even talk about it. I'm just like, hey, yo, we don't even need to talk about this here, like, because I don't want you to feel any way about me, because I don't feel any way about vaccinated or not. I really wasn't exposed to that, like flu vaccines and shit as a kid. I didn't take, and like I don't know. I got like my first flu vaccine in the army, and then got like the fucking flu like a month later. So I was like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, man, I hear you, bro.
Drink more water. That's my approach. Just drink a shit ton of water all day. Like,
yeah, and fucking drink some green juices like Larry June, man. Come on, bro. It's just
bro, yeah. That's my biggest takeaway from the army. Just drink more water, dog. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly, man. But it has turned into a very sensitive subject. I didn't even mean for it to even go here, but we just started. It just kind of evolved into it. But the city has been on some bullshit lately, and I'm not really fucking with it, bro, because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That shit bothers me. But you're right, not to a point where it's like pissing me off and I'm like losing sleep over it. But I'm making it a point. Like I'm not really spending my money out there in the city right now. Like I'm gonna wait till this shit kind of like blows over. Hopefully it does. But
because on the what then there's the possibility, like what if that is the new, like then I mean it's like, well, how long could I stay in the Bay Area then if it's like gonna be where like if the safe ways go like, yo, you can't come in unless you're vaccinated. It's like, what am I gonna do?
That's exactly what I mean.
I don't I don't think it'll get there.
Can,
Hopefully,
can you
but
imagine, bro, like being a business owner, like say you own a restaurant in the city, bro, like they've already been through enough shit, bro. Lost out on hella money. There's so many of them that had to close. And, it's already hard opening and running a restaurant, let alone in the city, let alone like in COVID with the pandemic. And then now you're gonna basically cut their fucking their business in half, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. Like I haven't put too much like thought into it because it does take too much energy for me. And like honestly,
yeah.
I just hope for the best with this whole situation. I hope that like things kind of start to smooth over. I
Mhm.
will say that like I do believe that like we're in the midst of like a huge like fucking shift, like humanity wise, bro. Consciously, societally, all sorts of shit, bro. Like like what we used to know as normal is no longer around. I don't think it's ever coming back. I think we are arriving at a new state of normal and things are kind of just like falling into place. And I like to believe that, bro, like it's happening for a bigger reason, bro. So that's why I'm gonna try to hold out as long as I can, be patient with this shit, and just take care of myself, man. Try to make smart decisions. But at the same time, man, um, just let the chips fall where they may type shit, dude.
Yeah, and just stay on my dolo. Just keep working on my craft. That's
Good point. Good point. Cause that's exactly what we should be doing, man. Like
yeah. I mean,
don't fall victim to the fucking
I
the
don't need to
fucking
go to
distractions,
bars.
bro.
I don't need to go to bars right now. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. And it could be a blessing in disguise, bro. We could be
Yeah.
spending hella money, getting wasted out there at the
Hella
fucking
money
bar.
out here, dude. I wasn't even before the pandemic, I wasn't even going out in the city much, dog, because I was like, I just don't got the funds to be blowing like $100 plus a night. Like, like I was just like, nah, like it's expensive out here. That's no cap.
It's already expensive as fuck to live out here, let alone fucking go out and have some fun like that, bro. So I don't blame you.
Drinking the money away. So,
For
but yeah,
real.
so yeah, on that, yeah, I'm cool with having to stay here as much as possible for right now. I'm just let it ride out.
Hell yeah, man. So switching gears here, man. What are you working on right now, bro? What type of music you working on? Who you working with and all that shit?
Right now I'm still just making a lot of every day working on beats on my own. But then I got a little crew out here that I've been working with. Artist Grand O. He's like probably the dude I'd be having the most music with out here right now. We got a project that we're gonna put out in the like probably early December, like early winter, called GGG, Girls Guilt and Guitar Strings. It's like all like vibey hip hop, like kind of like 80s ish inspired stuff.
Sick.
But he's from the Bay, so he brings like kind of like that sound too. He has like, he's from the city, and he's got a lot of people rocking with him right now too. And
Word.
but we have fun with it too. Like when he pulls up, we always have great sessions, make bangers. Me and Will, uh, we still working on stuff. And then I got some artists that I work with that are out in PA still that I mix for and send beats to. Young Wacho, his name's one of them. Then Skrilla Wizzy, we just put out a song today, actually that I put on my Instagram. Well, I mixed and mastered it. It wasn't my beat. It was Wacho's beat. But they're a good group. And like Young Wacho, his real name's Julian. He's a close friend of mine too. We got like a little mixtape we're plotting right now that's like mainly like acoustic guitar beat inspired. Like we're trying to bring like kind of like a jazzy like bossa nova feel, but like with like modern drums and shit. And he's fire. I'll have to send you his stuff and show you some of the stuff we've done. And I'll actually send you a little catalog of stuff today so you can have actually
Word. That's dope,
um
bro. Sounds
just
like
to
it sounds
see the
like
credits of yeah.
It sounds like you got like your hands like working, bro, which is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna help bring about your vision, bro.
Yeah.
Staying working, staying focused, staying creative, bro. You know what I'm saying?
From like, yeah, and from like being like a mainly like a producer and like someone that likes to like create and be a part of the music making process. I like to, because I tried the whole like setting up a beat store online and just like putting beats on there and like trying to sell them that way, which is dope. If it's soup, if you can make that work, that's awesome. It just wasn't working for me, but I like building relationships with artists and then like growing as almost like a little band or something. You know what I'm saying? I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe from having like my intro to pursuing music be playing in a band and shit. I like working with people. Then it makes it easier to like, I can have my little crew of artists that I send my beats to. And then, I have, someone working on something here, someone working on something there. So it's a fun little thing. And then it's like, for me, it's just all about, staying consistent and then keeping scaling, keep working with more people and,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Do you get into rapping yourself, bro?
nah, dude, I don't step on the mic really. I've fucked around with putting like background layers on stuff, but nah, I just like making beats and recording and mixing and stuff.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much.
seen I seen your shit, bro, on Instagram, bro. Like your shit's clean, man. Like just the
Thank
way
you.
that you're able to kind of like play with different sounds. That's always something that like I've respected and appreciated about, some of the most admirable beat makers and producers and shit like that. Was that like they have unique sounds, like they're able to play with different sounds and put it together like a fucking puzzle and make it
Yeah,
work.
dude,
You know what I'm saying?
just hear things in a certain way. And when and you gotta have like for me, I gotta have like a almost like a end vision of what I want the song to sound like, almost like while I'm starting in a way. And then, always let yourself wander if you find something as you're making music, if it wasn't part of your original plan, if it works, it works. But like, yeah, I like to, you know, start with some guitar or something, and then I usually hear how the drums are gonna be going in my head, and then just it's all about getting out what's in your head onto
Mm-hmm.
your computer. That's really what it comes down to for me.
Dude, I was listening to remember that song by Kanye West, Runaway? The one where he goes with this with the piano keys like dun, dun,
Oh yeah,
dun,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
dude. The
dun,
one Biggie
dun,
Smalls
dun.
remix of that's crazy.
Which one?
There's this one remix that it's like a famous one. They put like Biggie Small lyrics behind like that beat,
Sick.
and it came out fucking hard. I
That's
forget what
dope.
I forget what Biggie Small song they put, but
Speaking
yeah,
of speaking of Big, bro, I actually just watched a documentary on him.
which one?
I got a story to tell on Netflix.
Yeah,
That shit was good, bro.
I haven't seen that in a minute, but yeah, I've seen a couple documentaries on them that are done like pretty well.
I mean,
It's
it's so crazy because when you're watching it, man, it's like you got to think they blew up in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like when the internet wasn't as readily available as it
They were
is right
selling
now.
CDs, dog.
And they were and dude, they were like his one homie, I think his name was like D-Rock, he was like fucking filming all this shit, basically vlogging everything just on VHS, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you look at that like compared to now where you can vlog everything and everything's just like in the cloud or like on
Yeah,
your fucking hard drive and shit like that. But they actually had fucking hella tapes of shit, dude. You know what
they
I'm
were.
saying?
I don't think they realized they were like pioneering, that whole fucking like vlogging thing.
I don't
Damn,
think so either, bro. I really don't think that they realized it, but
like, just get a
it was
camera
so
out and
dope
shut up
because
all
that
day.
documentary really showed a lot of like behind the scenes shit, bro. I was like, this is sick.
Yeah, dude, that stuff always inspires me too. Watching that shit, it always get after that. All I want to do is like lock myself in and make beats and shit all night.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's dope, bro. I was thinking about the other day too, man. Inspiration is literally all around us, bro. Like if you lack inspiration, just take a look around, bro. there's always something that can inspire you, man. Like I get inspired off seeing a homeless person, to be honest with you, bro, because I'm like, bro, like I don't want to fucking end up like that. Like, so
Yeah.
it almost kind of tells me like, yo, bro, like you better not fuck up. Otherwise you're going to end up like that. And my heart goes out to people that are in them
Yeah.
situations, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, but it's like at the same time, it's just like a reminder. And it's a reminder that inspires me to be like, yo, bro, like don't lose sight of the fucking vision. Otherwise, like shit, like if you think shit's bad now, shit
It
can
can
always
get
be
way
worse.
worse.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then there's also like the other inspiration where like, you know, you see artists like yourself or other artists that are like just starting out and like getting their name out there, bro. That's not an easy thing to do for several reasons, right? Like it's not easy because first of all, it's scary to fucking even put yourself out there like that. Like subject your art to like and open it up to like everybody's opinions and you know, especially in today's day and age where like the internet will fucking roast you. You know what I'm saying? One thing you go viral for, they can fucking they'll roast you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, but at the same time, like
Well,
that's why like I commend anybody that just gets out there and fucking does something, bro, because you know it does something out of the norm because it ain't easy, man.
no, dude, and I was battling with that too, like that whole out of the norm, because I was in college trying to get, my degree and then gonna get a job. Like I was always by the book person. And then like moving out here and stepping out and being like, I'm gonna pursue music, dude, get out of that. What I was gonna do. There was like months of like, I was going through the ringer, dog. Like, am I making the right decision? Like, is everything gonna work out? But you just keep pushing, it does.
Yeah,
Really.
you got to keep pushing, bro, for damn sure. And like we were talking about earlier, man, I feel like, you know, like I always like look at Russ, a person like Russ, and many people like him. Like he just keeps putting shit out, even if people fuck with it, great. If people don't, so what? He's just
And
gonna
yeah,
keep putting shit out. He doesn't stop because people aren't fucking with his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta ride it out. You gotta be consistent. And at the same time, I think you gotta challenge yourself every single time that you get up to bat and fucking, look to get better, bro. Look to raise your numbers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like just step the bar up a little bit higher so that
better,
you're just,
yeah,
you're evolving. You know what I'm saying?
just in every way. I mean,
Exactly, bro.
getting better at guitar, getting better at whatever you're doing.
Hell yeah, man. And that's dope. Like you still having fun with your music though, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I thought about that today when I was thinking about things we talk about and stuff. I was like, there are those periods of time I go through where it hasn't felt fun, but then it's like, you go through those mental realizations of like, shit, like I'm out here for a reason. That I get like re-inspired. And like right now I'm currently in one of those like, yeah, music is hella fucking fun to me again. Like feels good. Like, and I think that's, a mixture of staying consistent with just sitting down and doing it every day. And then eventually it's just becomes like, all right, this doesn't have to be a stressful thing that I have to associate money with and all this. Like I can just fucking make beats and have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good point, bro. I think that's a good point. If you even just like eliminate that whole notion of it being just about the money, like
Yeah,
you do it for the love of it, bro.
yeah, it gets intertwined a little bit too much, and then you start fucking with like, I'm not. What am I? If I'm not banking out, is it worth it? And it's like the end of the day, every night if I'm making music, I'm getting better at making music. So
Precisely.
it's like something good is coming out of it. It's like you really got to hardwire that thinking into your fucking brain. If you're not thinking like that, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think you're absolutely right, bro. Because if 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 your reason for doing it is just about the money, I think we're doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because like for me, bro, I'll be real with you. Like I do this shit, like I told you, bro, to try to help people, to try to and also have fun with this shit. Like I have hella fun being able to have conversations
yeah,
and do this shit. And I think that like that's when the best stuff is created, bro. When you're having fun, when you're in your natural element,
definitely.
it's not fully dependent on the money and shit like that. Like don't mistake me for saying that like, I don't need no
Yeah.
money, or
I was
like,
about to say, money's definitely good. Like it's
I
gonna be sick.
money is welcome, you know what I'm saying? But like my thing is just like, it's not all about the money, bro. Like money is not even like the top thing I do this shit for. You know what I'm saying? Like I you should be doing it for the fun. You should be doing it
Yeah,
because it's something that you're naturally fucking gifted at. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And just keep connecting with other people, man, because I feel like that's gonna open up hella doors for you, bro. You're a super personable dude. You and Will, bro. You guys, every time I run into y'all, man, it's hella easy to talk to y'all.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how this all came about. Dog just running into each other.
that's what I'm saying. And I feel like with your job too, bro, you probably gonna meet hella other people. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's another thing I do like about my job. And I wasn't always like that growing up, dude. I was a shy ass motherfucker, like growing up. And then I love just chatting with people that because I'm delivering weed. Most people are fucking happy when I get there. So they want to have a conversation. Like I get to chop it up, learn about new things and stuff, like meet new people. Not always. Some people are, get the fuck out. But yeah, moving out here and doing that too is definitely even I feel like helped me more become more personable and social and stuff, like because I fucking have to be like on the road driving. You don't want to be awkward meeting people and stuff, like but yeah. And then in passing, like just meeting you and Mark and Ramel, the neighborhood and stuff, like I felt like I fit in here right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most
I like
definitely.
that circle.
Most definitely, man. It's I always look at it like communicating and like really like socializing. It's actually a skill, bro. Like it's something that like that you don't necessarily have to be born with. It's something that you can develop within yourself, bro. And
Definitely.
if you're like a master communicator, you really can parlay that into like creating really solid ass relationships that extend your network. And like the saying goes, bro, your network, determines your net worth, bro.
Yeah,
So, you know what
100%.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's out here, bro. Like I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out here that are trying to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like putting the pedal to the metal, trying to make shit happen. So like you're always gonna have an abundance of folks that are trying to create, looking to like do bigger and better things with their lives. So, I think you came to the right place, bro.
Dude, yeah. Like you said earlier about the whole, like, especially living where I live, like most people when they associate traveling to California and making music, it's always LA. Like, but I don't know, man. The Bay just called my name. It's been over 2 years now. So I guess I don't know, I guess it's working.
Bay Area.
Shout out.
But shit, man, on that note, bro, before we get up out of here, man, because we've been on this shit for a minute now, bro. But
Yes, sir.
it's been a
Having
fun
fun.
conversation so far, for real, bro. But
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to more, dog.
yeah, we'll make this shit happen for damn sure, because I definitely want to share your progress with everybody and shit like that. Because everything you're saying, bro, I'm gonna hold you accountable to the shit too,
Bro.
bro. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
hopefully
yo,
next time we're talking about something that's on the radio or some shit that I
well, you
produce.
know what? At the same time, bro, you got to give yourself credit, because you are absolutely putting in work, and you are absolutely like doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. Don't rush the process. Trust the process, and just let that shit fucking like evolve the way it's supposed to evolve. Just show up and do your part, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. I appreciate the kind words and shit, dude. I feel very inspired from this whole conversation. I feel like I'm gonna have a really solid night of music making now too.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to fucking hear. Before we get up out of here, is there anything you want to fucking say before you bounce out?
Uh, not not necessarily.
Okay.
Just anyone listening, just keep on keeping on. You feel me?
Yeah.
I wish everyone well.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Just like Larry June always say, man, keep going, man.
Yeah, just keep going.
Before we get up out of here,
Don't check me,
I want to
check
say
it.
something about Larry June, bro, because like that's one of the main reasons why I fuck with Larry June. It's not like he's like a master lyricist or anything like that. It's just like his style is so dope, bro. Like,
Oh,
you know what
dope.
I'm saying?
He's one of my favorite right now, dude.
Yeah, and dude, he's just
Check me, check the air quality.
yeah, exactly. Don't check me, check the air quality.
Like he just says great ass shit, dude. Like,
I'm saying, and he just honestly, and he's like motivational too. He's like,
Hella.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
he's always trying to put like he's pushing people numbers. Hey.
and staying healthy too. Like his whole message is great, man. Like staying healthy, keep your money right.
Exactly.
I mean, what it doesn't get much better than that, right?
Exactly. Shout out to Larry June, man. Larry June, whenever you're ready, come on the podcast. And
Hey,
work with my boy JB over here
I
too.
got a studio that you can bring.
Hell yeah. We putting that out there, man. We gonna make that happen at some point, man. But shit, bro. Hey, like I said, man, I appreciate you coming on and spending some time on here. We're gonna definitely do this again, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. It was great talking to you, man. We'll be in contact for sure.
Most definitely. And to everybody that made it this far into the fucking conversation, man, I appreciate y'all. Stay blessed, man. Like, you know how we do, man. Big blessings, man. Big love, y'all. Peace.
Peace.